All rise, please. Court's back in session.
Thank you. Be seated.
Okay. Mr. Gibbs, did you have some more?
I'm writing up a written plea right now, Judge.
Mr. Williams, you got some out of custody?
I do, Judge. Actually, Judge, let me call Ms. LeBlanc first. This is Kristen Suzanne LeBlanc. Judge, it's going to be a deferred prosecution agreement. She's in the wheelchair.
She can just stay there.
Need her.
She can stay there.
You can stay where you are, ma'am.
All right, this is State of Florida versus Kristen Suzanne LeBlanc, 24 CF 39. Ms. LeBlanc, you entered into this, she doesn't need to enter any kind of plea, does she?
In the document, it says that she admits to the charges, so I think that may be sufficient, if it's sufficient for the state.
State's fine with that, Judge.
All right, Ms. LeBlanc, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You want to enter this deferred prosecution agreement?
Yes, sir.
You admit the violations, or that you admit the charge in this case, uttering forged instrument and petty theft. You want to admit those?
Yes, sir.
And you understand if you'll do these things in this agreement, that the state will then drop those charges. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you don't do them, then you could be sentenced on them, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, thank you. You just get these things done, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do we want to announce a date certain for have those done? It calls for a 6-month term.
If we can set it out 6 months, and if it gets resolved before then,
Then obviously she won't have to be in court because you'll have already filed an all process.
that is correct.
All right, we'll set it for October 28th, pretrial.
Thank you, Judge.
That's deferred prosecution through the state attorney's office.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay, ma'am, did you understand? You got to get all of it done. If not, you got to be back on October 28th. But if you do, you don't have to come back, okay? All right. And Madam Clerk, do you have any idea when she might be able to pick up a copy of that from your office? I was provided it today, so I don't have a copy for her. Later this week? Okay. All right, ma'am, later this week. Judge, I can call Desiree Lige. Judge, Ms. Lige wants to meet with me again. If we could pass her until Thursday, and Ms. Lige, come see me at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon.
May ninth.
Or call.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Let's see here. Mr. Howell? Judge, Mr. Howell remains on the docket for trial. It was set with subpoenas.
We will do his trial. Oh. well,
I've
we
got one that we talked about putting on the second week, and then I've got another one that if it goes, we'll need to go the second week, so. I'm thinking Moore, Lawrence Moore will go the second week if we don't run out. Mr. Moore's, we got to talk about Moore anyway, because it doesn't actually say with subpoenas or without. The minute sheet's blank. You want to set him tentatively for Monday, and we'll see how.
Set him for May. Well, you want to do, don't we have like 3 trials the week of May 13th?
has.
Judge, he's
I have
out of
two.
jail, he's at liberty, so if
Oh,
this
no.
case needs to be passed, also, it's one that can be passed.
What about, let's see, one, two, I got 3 trials the week of May 20th.
Yes, sir, that may be a bit much. I don't have any set yet,
We'll
but
do-
I'm anticipating.
Why don't we
at
just do
least
Mr. Howell?
2 or
Why don't we
3.
continue him to June 24th?
All right, Judge.
June 24th, okay?
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Howell, make another appointment, come see me, okay? Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, this is the kind of case you guys should be able to work out. Mr. Howell. Okay, next.
Let's see. Jason Kuntz. Judge, Mr. Kuntz is approaching. This is one I discussed with the state being set the second week.
We got 3 that week.
That's correct, Judge. We would need a bigger jury panel on this, about 60, ready for trial on 22, we have 2066. My officer was not available the first week, so it would have to go the second week. We did upcharge a second-degree felony for misrepresenting his age.
We already have all these trials scheduled for May 20th.
We leave him on for Thursday in case one of the other ones falls through. We have issued our subpoenas.
I don't have any objection to that. I would ask that since he has to travel in from either Birmingham or Montgomery, Birmingham, that he be excused from attending on Thursday unless we're getting it resolved.
So we're going to pick a jury on the 20th?
The second week, Judge, was the plan that we worked out with the state, but my understanding is the state's asking to set him for, or is acknowledging there may be too many trials set on that week.
What, May 23rd?
And so,
What do you, I mean, you,
Judge, could we put him on for Thursday in case any of the other cases get resolved by
May-
then, so
on-
that we could squeeze him in if possible?
you talking about the second week,
Yes, Judge.
May 23rd, that day? Is that a Thursday?
no, she's talking about this upcoming Thursday to
Thursday.
see if other
See if
cases
other
get
cases
worked out.
resolve and there's created room on the docket.
Have him as a backup for that second week, but have him come in on Thursday and see where we are on
Right.
Thursday.
But if he,
Or have me come in on Thursday.
I'm trying to set the trial in case it doesn't get worked out.
Yes, sir. Then
Pick
it
a jur-
would have to be on the second week.
Pick a jury on May 20th, one-day trial, May 24th, 23rd? Is that right? I got a trial on the 20th, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Right?
Yes, sir.
On that week.
And Judge, if I could put the offer on the record in this case, as charged, he scores 47.7 months with a max. He does have 2 cases, 2067 and 2060. Offers to dismiss count 2 in each case, plea to count 1 in each. 2066, it would be LIO. If he does not plead to both at the same time, he is risking sexual predator status.
So he's being offered what?
Guidelines of 42.3 months, followed by 6 years of sex offender probation and sex offender designation. But both cases, should the state win, he's risking sexual predator status because they have to be tried separately.
Judge, he's asked that I inquire if the state would leave it open until Thursday for him to think about it some more.
I will leave the offer open until Thursday. Second offer would be plea to the bench on count 1 in each case, and LIO in 2066. That's open until Thursday.
That would.
I'm probably not inclined to go to a lower sentence than that offer with a plea to the bench, you know, for those kind of charges. So,
We would provide some additional
Well, he doesn't have to show up on Thursday unless he wants to enter a plea.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I'm really kind of filled up on May 20th that week.
Your Honor, may I please bring up a case that we already set for trial, and it's with Mr. Gibbs. It's Horace Durden, D-U-R-D-E-N.
Okay,
So I'm going to request to continue that because I just received information that my main witnesses are not going to be available for those 2 trial weeks. He's out of jail.
okay, we'll continue him to June 24th.
I would just object for the record, but I understand the state's position.
That was a
Judge.
tall gentleman that...
That was a taller gentleman,
Yeah,
Judge.
okay,
Yes.
so he's out on May 13th, right?
Yeah, he's out. I can contact him, and are we going to leave him for next trial?
Next trial cycle,
Okay.
624, please.
I'm only objecting for the record, but I understand the position.
So I don't have any trials May 13th so far, right?
I believe the only other one was, there was one that was already set.
Your Honor, I believe we were discussing possibly the Kilburn trial with Mr. Russell.
Yes, that was the one.
On May 13th?
And there's also one, did you have first?
Yes. That's on the week of the 20th.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Kilburn would be the primary trial next week.
Mr. Russell asked to have leave to final answers on Thursday.
So right now, I don't have any trials on May 13th week yet.
We would have Kilburn. That's
Kilburn?
with Mr. Russell. That's the 3-day trial. Yes.
Oh.
He'd ask you to.
Kilburn? Not Nelson, Kilburn? Okay. All his clients tend to be Nelson. I don't know why, but, or Ferretta.
Go, Judge.
Okay. All right, well, what else we got, Mr. Gibbs?
Your Honor, I'd like to recall Ms. Cecily Austin.
Ms. Austin?
Ms. Austin is present and approaching. Judge recalling for 22 CF 2763, 21 CF 1945. We've reached an agreement. We're going to leave this on Thursday morning, 5/9, to get the paperwork in that we need for that agreement, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
We got a DPA, Judge.
is that your mom on your T-shirt there? Grandma? Well, the spirit of your grandmom came in to help you, I think, I'll bet. So, May 9th.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Give me a call tomorrow. Next, Your Honor, I have Ms. Upashishe Burgess. And I always butcher her first name. So unique. This is 23 CF 2239, Judge. We'd like to also leave her on Thursday morning. We have an agreement for 30 days. She's going to come back ready to do that on Thursday morning.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And that's, I believe, the last of, the next I have, Judge, is Mr. Kent Flowers, 24 CF 566, 24 CF 782. I think the state's got this one.
Yes, Judge, it's been made aware that Mr. Flowers passed on the 8th of April, so we're going to no-pros the cases. If the clerk could be so kind to make sure those are the only 2 cases that Mr. Flowers has. Add.
Okay.
I believe those are the only 2.
Yep.
Thank you. And then, Your Honor, I have Ms. Rihanna Green, 23 CF 2104. Your Honor, Ms. Green is present and approaching. Judge, we have an agreement, if I may approach.
Miss Uriana Green, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for us, court's the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
This is 23 CF 2104, State of Florida versus Rihanna Green. You want to enter a no contest plea to introduction of contraband into a facility, a third-degree felony, possession of controlled substance, a third-degree felony, and possession of paraphernalia, first-degree misdemeanor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs done for you on your case?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. You are sentenced to 11 months, 29 days probation, which may be mail-in, concurrent on each count, waive cost supervision, $100 cost prosecution, $515 court costs, $150 PD fee. Enter and comply with Emerald Coast Life Center Rehab Center. And adjudication was withheld on all 3 counts.
Thank you,
right?
Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Score sheet, Judge.
Just meet with probation. That's only out of custody for the moment, Judge, I believe.
There's some other cases here, Mr. Gibbs. What about Jacob Grice?
Your Honor, I did not see him earlier. He's not answered the call of the court.
Wait, how come you're not calling these cases? You're missing some cases on me. You're trying
I
to
haven't
pull-
seen him, Judge. I was hoping he would show up, but I'm happy to address him if he's not here, Judge.
Michael, let's see, let me go through. What about Akeem Calloway?
He's out of custody, Judge. Spoke with his fiancee. He's currently in the Gulf Correctional Institution. We'll be coordinating, still trying, now that I know exactly where he is, we're coordinating getting it resolved. I'd like to continue his case.
June 24th.
Thank you.
What about Michael Duro?
He's in custody, Judge.
Okay, well, we going,
We can't. I mean, I know Mr. Williams
okay,
is
well,
really
this,
not out of custody.
what about Jonathan Davis?
He's in custody, Judge.
Thomas Davis?
This is Jonathan Corey Davis, Judge.
I got Thomas Jonathan,
We have an agreement. I can call him. He's an inmate, Judge.
well, and Joe Fernandez.
I'd prefer not to call him. He was here this morning with Ms. Dudley. I think he had some issues this morning. I'm going to have a motion and order filed for him to be evaluated for competency. I'd like to continue him.
Continued June 24th.
Thank you, Judge.
William Thomas Flanagan.
He's an inmate as well, Judge.
Okay. Miss Green, okay. All right, Miss Rivers. Okay.
That would be Isabella Osborne, number 72, page 28.
All right.
Your Honor, we thought we had reached an agreement, and we have. There's just an issue because she lives in the state of Alabama. She's going to have to take time off from work to wait for the process. So we're going to have to continue it for today, so we can eventually
when?
enter a 6/24, I guess.
All right, June 24th.
No objection.
Thank you.
And that's the only out of custody that I have, Your Honor, and I have 2 in custody.
All right.
Judge, I have 2 more out of custody. I have Mark Land. Judge, Mr. Land doesn't answer. Mr. Land was here last time. He has a case down in Orange County. Ms. Leone, I checked. They transferred the felony case, dropped the felony counts, and transferred it to county court. And I'm showing arraignment on 5/16. I'm not showing a disposition on it.
I ask for a capias, Your Honor.
I don't have any further information,
Because this case was
Judge.
set from pretrial for a plea or trial.
Oh, no bond, no bond capias then?
Thank you.
Judge, I have Lorenzo Murphy.
All right, Lorenzo Murphy.
Judge, this matter was set without subpoenas to see if we could work it out. At this point, we don't have it worked out, so it'll need to be passed to the 6/24 docket.
Okay, June 24th, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. All right, Judge, that's all the out of custody that I have. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
Well, we may have already, no, here we go. Dana Lewis. Judge, I talked with the state about this one. This one's being continued.
That's
June-
correct.
June 24th.
Thank you very much.
Larry Miller, he's on page 29, number 75 on your docket, or on my docket.
Larry Jack Miller.
Yes, sir. In light of the fact that we're trying to get Kilburn to trial, Judge, I'm going to ask for a continuance on Mr. Miller.
June 24th. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, this is Daniel Kilburn. He's on pages 28 and 29 of my docket. Case numbers are 17 CF 3565 and 21 CF 452. This is the one that I'm going to verify with my witnesses that they're available next week. I was hoping to set them for the 20th, but that week is already full. So for now, I'd like to set it for jury review on Thursday, May 9th at 9, and I'll see what I can do about confirming all my witnesses, and I'll let the state know.
Okay, so May 13th.
No, sir, May 9th right now. That way I'll know Thursday about my witnesses. But yes, we are shooting for May 13th week.
Okay. And how many days?
That's correct, Judge. And the problem that I have is at least one is out of state and one is out of county. So those are the main ones I got to check on.
Okay. All right, well, so we'll see him Thursday.
Right.
See you Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, I'll be on to you.
Your Honor, this is Casey Salee. She's before the court on 24 CF 891. We've filed a motion asking the court to reduce or modify her present bond. She's charged with possession of a controlled substance. Her current bond is $5,000, cash or professional. She's a lifelong resident of Okaloosa County. She gets out, she can reside with her mother. She tried to inform the officers that the pills that they're claiming are drugs are in fact her vitamins, and she still maintains that, and she's asking the court to grant her an ROR or signature bond because she has no money to post for any type of monetary bond.
What's her prior record?
Judge, her prior record, she does have another possession of controlled substance. Disorderly conduct.
What's her current bond?
$5,000, cash or professional.
Judge, we're still going to ask for a cash or professional bond, just to ensure that she shows up for the process so we can have a professional come out
Have you
there and
ever
get.
failed to appear?
No, ma'am. I
Further,
completed my probation.
there was the canine alerted on the alleged narcotics, and there was a presumptive positive test for fentanyl, and the defendant made a spontaneous utterance. Post Miranda, the defendant refused to speak with law enforcement, however, did spontaneously utter that she does not use fentanyl. She only uses methamphetamine. So that's different than.
And she maintains that.
What's she working? Where?
I do Uber and DoorDash.
The state would argue that's not gainfully employed.
Meaning in Crestview?
I do it in Okaloosa County, all around. I do it in Destin, Niceville, Crestview.
And Your Honor, she did want you to know that she successfully completed substance abuse evaluation and treatment before on the charge that the state mentioned, and she mentioned that about meth to the officer because he was saying it's fentanyl, and she's saying, look, if you're getting drugs, it's not mine. I do meth. I don't do fentanyl. But this right here is vitamins.
The alleged vitamins were found right behind the driver's seat in her bag, in an Under Armour bag. And
If she's convicted, is she looking at any time?
no, Judge. She would just go on probation, and through the defendant's history, I understand that the defense's position that she successfully completed the substance abuse evaluation and treatment. However, she violated probation on that case.
My violation of probation should have been dismissed, and I completed probation in front of you, Judge.
But the point is you've never failed to appear for
Yes, ma'am.
court.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, $5,000 signature bond,
Thank you, Your Honor. Means you can sign yourself out.
June 24th.
And for
Gotta
the
be in
record,
court June 24th.
Okay.
this was a credit for time served offer, Judge.
And she
And-
was made aware of that, and Your Honor, she maintains to the state, as I conveyed to him, that it's vitamins, and she's not going to plead to have her driver's license suspension and court cost
Well,
over
I mean,
vitamins.
Someone needs to take a look at those vitamins, quote unquote, and see what they are, I guess. You got the FDLE looking at it.
We have FDLE looking at it, Judge, and right now,
Well,
the offer is going to be revoked because we can't go any lower. I'm not
Okay,
going to
well-
dismiss the case.
maybe it'll,
Maybe she gets an acquittal.
5,000 signature bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. O'Quain's before the court on 21 CF 1972, 22 CF 523. In speaking with Mr. O'Quain and in speaking with the state, I'm going to request a continuance to 6/24.
That is without objection, Your Honor. We did.
All right. 6/24.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, State, for letting me do that.
Mr. Gibbs lined up. One should be Mr. Allen.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. James Allen. Judge, this is 23 CF 2644, 20 CF 373, 24 CF 374, 24 CF 375.
Okay.
Judge, we're asking for a continuance. I think we've got depositions scheduled.
All right, June 24th, thank you.
Judge.
Mr. Gibb, did you inform him of the last offer I made,
Which,
the dismissing all the
I must not have written
charges?
down. Yeah, I must not have written it down.
Dismissing all the charges in which the victims are involved,
Mm-hmm.
and he pleads to, like, I think he has got fleeing and eluding, whatever he scores.
You want to put it on Thursday for that?
Yes.
Judge, let's put it on Thursday for that.
They look like they want to dismiss all the charges against you except for one or
Dismiss
two.
a lot
or
of the
something.
charges.
Okay.
We're severely
We'll see you
reducing it. There's still some
Thursday.
DOC time involved, but we'll talk about it. Yeah. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Jack Barr. Judge, this is 23 CF 1016 with a companion VOP 22 CF 1851. We were set for trial this cycle after we've discussed the trials that are being set. I believe we kind of have agreed to continue it to next cycle to try to get it set that time.
June 24th.
I will.
Mr. Bray.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. Kevin Bray. Judge, this is 23 CF 2408, 23 CF 2409. Judge, I believe we recently got FDLE back. I need to go over that with him. I'm going to ask to move this to May 28th to discuss how to proceed from there.
May 28th.
Burgess.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. James Burgess, 23 CF 2488. We were also set for trial this cycle for Mr. Burgess's case. However, due to all of the other cases that had been set before, we'll probably need to continue due to time constraints. So we'll ask for a continuance for that reason. I have no objection to a continuance.
All right, June 24th, thank you.
We'll get it worked out. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. Mike Darrow. This is 24 CF 412, 23 CF 1621. Judge, we'll request a continuance. We believe that we may be able to speak to the AV, but I think we have a different idea of what the AV's position is based on what the state's informed us. We'll ask for continuance on this one, Judge.
No objection.
June 24th, thank you.
still going to get referral.
Jonathan Davis.
We'll move you up. We'll move you up. We'll move you up. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. Jonathan Corey Davis. This is 22 CF 2802. We had set Mr. Davis for today to try to see if we had a new resolution. Ms. Sandler is out today. I'm not sure who from the state is going to be taking over this case, but we'll ask for a continuance on this one, Judge. We're this close. Ms. Sandler's just confirming with the alleged victims in the case. She hasn't heard back from them, is my
Do a
understanding.
plea or something?
We do have a potential plea worked out for some DOC time, Judge.
June 24th, move it up if you can.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
She just has to hear back from them. Yeah, we'll move you up. We'll move you up. We'll get a different prosecutor.
Thomas Davis.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Thomas Jonathan Davis. Judge, this is 20 CF 2568, 21 CF 475, 21 CF 873. Plead no contest. Then I need you to sign. Judge, we do have an agreement on Mr. Davis's case. He is signing his written plea now. On these three case numbers, Judge, there's 4 counts of failure to register. The agreement is that he's going to be sentenced to 36 months DOC. He's got more than that in day-for-day credit. We're stipulating that he does, having that announced on the record, making him eligible for release today.
Well, they may have to take him down there to release him.
I
send him back.
confirmed with the jail. I did ask if the minute sheet reflects that he is to be released today, they will release him.
Okay,
I need today's
The
date.
agreement, Judge.
all right.
The Lieutenant Cantler from the jail did inform us that if the court orders that he has his credit and that he's eligible for release, they will release him. 5-6. All right.
He served 36 months in jail waiting on this or
He
something?
was in the state hospital, Judge.
Oh,
Yes.
all right, this is State of Florida versus Thomas Jonathan Davis, 20 CF 2568, 21 CF 475, 21 CF 873. Mr. Davis, do you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for his court's true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You want to enter a no contest plea to these charges are all the same: failure to register as a sex offender, all third-degree felonies in each one of these cases. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
You enforce you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Sentences you to 36 months Department of Corrections with credit for all time served, concurrent. The state and defense stipulate the defendant has all the necessary day-for-day credit and is eligible for release today from the county jail. So the court will order that if that is correct on his days. And this is a downward departure based on a negotiated plea bargain. Anything further we need to
I
do?
think that covers it, Judge.
I don't know if I signed that agreement.
I don't know if you did.
I don't think I did.
Let's see.
It's mostly a certification that there's no DNA,
I just need to sign it.
but he needs to sign it. All right. So they'll take you back and
May I approach, Judge?
thank you. We do not need to bring out Mr. Fernandez, I believe. Okay. I believe we already addressed Mr. Fernandez on my 3 cases.
All right.
Come on around here. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Mr. William Flanagan. Judge, this is 23 CF 2730. We had set it for today, hoping the state would be able to have a decision on where they wanted to go regarding competency. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to review that yet.
Judge, I need time to speak with my superiors to determine whether we're going to get another opinion. We can just have a continuance for us to get that sorted
How long
out.
do you think you'll need?
Give me
Okay.
Thursday.
Thursday morning
Will
works
be
for
a
me.
priority.
All right, May 9th.
Thank you. We're going to try to get you back on Thursday morning, okay? Since our doctor says that you're not competent to proceed, the state has to see if they're going to get another doctor to evaluate you.
Whatever you.
We'll take care of it.
What do you suggest?
We'll have to do that. We'll take care of it, okay?
So what do I do now, sir?
We're just going to bring you back Thursday.
Bring me back Thursday?
Yes, sir.
I don't even, what's today? I'm confused.
Today's Monday, sir. Today's Monday, May 2nd.
So another 3 days.
Another 3
Thursday.
days, yes, sir.
Okay.
We're going to try to do that as soon as we can. We got to get the competency stuff done first.
So what do I do now?
We'll just bring you back in there. Yeah, I'll try to come see you before Thursday, okay? The only other case that I have on docket, Judge, is Mr. Jacob Grice and Courtney Ard. No call of the court, no response, Judge.
Who are you talking about, Grice or?
Both of them, Judge. Miss Courtney Ard and Mr. Jacob Grice, neither of them are here. They were set for today.
Bernard, I'm requesting a capias, Your Honor.
No bond capias on both of them.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, this case was passed today to see if we could, without subpoenas, to see if we could reach an agreement on it. We're not. So it's going to have to be set for June 24th.
All right, June 24th. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Robert Jones.
Judge, he was set without subpoenas. I'm looking into ways to address the situation. So he'll need to be set for the 24th,
All right, 24th.
6/24 to be specific. Judge, Mr. Langley was likewise set without subpoenas. We don't have an agreement on this case. It looks like ultimately it's probably going to have to be a trial. Not sure at this point whether we'll request a judge or a jury trial.
June 24th.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Williams, is he rejecting the last offer I made?
Yes, he is.
Okay, the 1129 in the jail?
I think the problem is not so much the 1129 in jail, but if you watch the video, it's not a burglary.
Okay, that's fine.
Like the 24th of next month. is it?
Yeah, June 24th. Okay?
How much time has he served already?
About 6 months, Judge. This is the case where I brought a motion to
What's a
compel.
plea to a trespass? What's the maximum amount of trespass?
Depends on which trespass, Judge, conceivably as much as a year.
But right now, Your Honor, he's charged with a burglary of a dwelling. It's a second-degree felony, level 7, and I was offering at 1129 in the jail. He has 6 months credit. It's on the video. We just disagree about
All
what we
right,
see in the video, I guess.
Okay, so we'll set him for June 24th.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
If you can get it
Thank you, Judge.
resolved, move him up, so.
I'm sorry?
That's for trial.
Yeah, for trial.
If you can get it resolved, we'll move him up.
Yes, sir.
We have Mr. Lee.
William Eugene Lee.
Yes, sir. Judge, I don't have a note on my sheet whether it was sent with or without subpoenas. I probably have a copy of the clerk's minute in the file, but I've talked with Mr. Lee, and we don't have an agreement in this case. It'll need to go to trial.
June 24th.
Yeah, unless it was set.
I don't believe it was set for
All right, Mr. Lee.
All right, so it's when?
At this point, it's 6:24. That'll be the next pretrial conference on it. We've kind of run out of trial slots.
Okay.
Okay.
And I need to try to get back to the.
Yes, sir.
My sugar is.
You're tanking?
They're going to bring you back right now.
Okay. I've got some sugar tablets for me if you got him? Okay. All right.
Okay.
It'll take a little while for that to digest and affect it, but it'll come back up again.
Next.
Let's see. Judge, looks like the next one would be Andrew McDonald. Marty Notes has this one as well. I don't recall if he set it for Thursday. He's not here. Probably set it for Thursday then.
I thought he pled.
Did he plea?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure Marty was ready on the plea. Both of the cases were resolved with the same plea. We both met with him. Yes, sir. Ronald Mitchell. Go ahead. If he's there, go ahead and bring him on out. Judge, the state and I agreed to continue the case. I spoke with Mr. Mitchell towards the end of last week. Hey, Mr. Mitchell, walk towards my voice, sir. All right. Can we scoot just I tell you what, you stay here. I think the mic will pick you. Okay? All right, so anyway, Judge, I did meet with him. He did meet with me. We spent, probably about an hour and a half together. Talked with the state. The state agreed to continue it, but we didn't reach an agreement until too late to have him taken off the docket. And that's why he had to be brought down.
You want to bring him back May 9th?
No, sir. If we can approach, I can explain to the court what's going on.
Okay.
100 civil trial lawyers in the state of Florida, and Dixie is AV preeminent rated. Dixie Dan Powell works tirelessly for his clients, as is evident by this extraordinary verdict. If you're taking your case to trial, be prepared. Contact Dixie Dan Powell and Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667.
Backbone Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview historic Main Street. We serve handmade.
Sooner to help him out.
Yes, sir. I sure will.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mitchell.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Mitchell.
Next one.
I'm just letting him clear. Next one will be Lawrence Moore. Judge, on this one, the clerk's minute doesn't say whether it was set with or without subpoenas. I would probably need the second week for it because I would need to send subpoenas to the civilian witnesses that the state had listed that we had deposed. It doesn't look like the case is going to be able to be
All
resolved
jammed
without a
up on
trial.
that second week.
Can we do it, Your Honor, second week?
I mean, we're all jammed up. How are we going to, we already got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I explained to Mr. Moore the possibility that it might not go this time because of congestion on the docket and the fact that it didn't say with subpoenas. But if it does have to be passed, the state and I will make it a priority for next time.
So for now, we set it for the 20th, you're saying?
24th?
That's fine, Judge.
No.
Oh, you mean?
I already have
6/24.
1, 2, 3, 4 trials the week of the 20th. I'm saying
That's fine, Judge.
June 24th. I mean, I'd like to try 100 cases, but I need to take a break to eat and sleep.
Yes, sir.
So I don't want to have to beg for another judge to come in and hear some of these trials, because there's no judge as nice and soft-hearted and kind as I am.
Judge, can we, if it is going to have to be passed off, can we tentatively agree that it would be tried the first week of the next trial docket? And in fact, I'll send subpoenas for that week as soon as I get back to the office.
Tentatively agreed with no promise. I mean, I can't tell.
Yes, sir.
There might be some first-degree murder case that needs, what's he looking at? He's just
It's a trafficking.
Sort of a routine drug case.
It's a trafficking case, Judge. There's constructive possession issues, he's.
Y'all get it looked at, and we'll set it for June 24th. I'd like to try him just as fast as we can, especially if there's issues that he may be not guilty. Y'all ought to be able to work this one out with a plea. It's just routine drug cases.
Well, it's two trafficking charges. One in trafficking in fentanyl, carrying a 7-year min, and trafficking in methamphetamines. So.
Well, we'll see what y'all can do to work it out. If not, we'll try it. But
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't have room this time.
Need to work out a little bit quick.
There's not. Don't have any control.
I know we don't. We okay.
Okay, man.
We're gonna make it work.
All right, I'll see you later, okay?
Thanks. Next.
That's all that I have, Judge. We already handled Mr. Murphy, so.
Your Honor, out here.
Didn't Mr. Russell have something we want to talk about, a trial in May 13th? Oh, okay. And this is Mr. Kemp?
Mr. Kemp had to court a couple of days, or last week. He didn't show up. He's here today, if you want to talk to him.
Mr. Kemp is probably mine, Judge. I don't have a file on him with me.
He was supposed to be here at a court date last week. Failed to appear. He just got him up here to get him in front of the judge today to say, here he is.
Okay. Do you recall what it's for, whether it's a BOP or a new law or?
Violation, wasn't it?
Maybe it was a motion that was set or something. Madam Clerk, you can probably pull it up quicker than I can. What's your first name, Mr. Kemp?
K-A-C-Y.
Judge, I don't have him in my my cases in our computer system that we use, but I wouldn't because
Casey Kemp.
if he failed to appear, they would have closed him out in ours. Let me search the.
Judge, I have 22 CF 884. He failed to appear on the 25th of last month.
What kind of, what was it set for?
It's a VOP.
It's a
Violation of
VOP.
probation.
Arraignment or something?
It's just a violation of probation. It's not a evidentiary hearing. Well,
Well,
so the violation is for failure to complete treatment and failure to pay costs and fines. Well, there's Uber to go to treatment. It's violation of probation. You were on probation. You didn't do what you were supposed to.
Well, we'll set him for a hearing, I guess. When's the next VOP trials?
Well, I think Thursday we're having VOP hearings.
Are you local?
Yes. So I just have the probation.
Is he, are you local?
Yes, sir.
Don't talk to him. You may, what I'm trying to tell you, you may hurt your case if you say something. He'll use it against you.
Judge, I'm having a hard time bringing up. Am I appointed on the case, Madam Clerk? No? Okay.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender, and y'all try to work him out, and we'll bring him back. May
I
28th.
have him, he has a capias warrant for his failure to appear.
Judge,
I'll withdraw it.
Thank you, Judge.
Get that worked out, figure out what's going on, get
I will, Judge.
that worked out. Okay. Now, how many jurors do we need for May 20th, the second trial week?
I know for Mr. Arp's case, we're going to want at least 60 because of the nature of the charges.